Ukraine's top general says Russian forces in Bakhmut depleted and adds his soldiers will go on the offensive, quote, very soon. Bakhmut has been the epicenter of some of the fiercest and bloodiest fighting since the war broke out.
Let's hear from an expert now with CNN military analyst Colonel Cedric Leighton. Colonel Leighton, thanks so much for being with us this afternoon. The head of the Wagner mercenary group says that Russians now hold about 70% of Bakhmut. I'm wondering what you think a Ukrainian counteroffensive could look like and how realistic it is that they could reclaim some of that territory.
Yeah, that's really interesting, Boris, and it's great to be with you and Jessica. The big thing here when it comes to Bakhmut is that the way in which the Russians are controlling this territory really leaves it open to a lot of moves by the Ukrainians in some localized areas. So they're moving in with some troops. They're coming in. They're trying to get control of areas that are really basically an urban wasteland right now. And when they do that, they are not really using the types of forces that would be required to hold the city for a long time. So as a result, the Ukrainians can come in and potentially take back the city, although, as we can see with our own eyes, it's not really a very hospitable place, to say the least.
And Colonel, Wagner boss Yevgeny Prigozhin has complained he's not getting enough help from the Russian military. Again, that's that mercenary group. He's got a rivalry with members of the MOD. What does this all tell you about Russia's internal politics?
Well, Jessica, they're a mess. The internal politics, with Prigozhin versus the defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, and, the entire Russian army, it really shows that there is a real discord behind them. The one key thing that you want to have in a war is unity of command. And this really points out that the Russians have a divided command, which means that they are far less effective than they would otherwise be. Couple that with all the logistical problems that they have, all the issues that they've had with recruitment, the training of their troops, the weaponry that they're using, and they have a serious problem on their hands. They can mount offensive operations, but they cannot sustain them, is what we're learning.
Colonel, want to get your thoughts on the new armaments on their way to Ukraine. Today, Slovakia handed over 4 fighter jets, these old Soviet MiG-29s. Later this week, Spain is going to be sending its first shipment of modern battle tanks. What do you think these weapons will do in the battlefield? What role are they going to play?
So I think most importantly for the Ukrainians, the battle tanks will probably play a larger role than the fighters will, just because the way in which forces have been employed in this war really favors the ground forces at the moment. However, the MiG-29s from Slovakia and then eventually from Poland as well can make a big difference because the Ukrainians know how to use these. And once these airplanes are actually employed by the Ukrainians and they are used in a tactical scenarios such as perhaps Bakhmut, perhaps areas down south, they can have localized impacts that could turn the tide of battle in favor of the Ukrainians. And it's really what the doctor ordered when it comes to potential offensive operations that the Ukrainians might be mounting in the next few weeks or months.